They both represent the embodiment of what is good, what is fine, what is righteous, and what is admirable. It is overwhelming, the kind of support, the rally. A lot of the members would have shown up by the home the very day the news broke. The house was full. The lanes, in the community, and community people, they just showed up in droves, members in droves, and friends, and the calls were coming in, and the phone was being bombarded, and to the extent that my phone had to be detained for a considerable period of time. While we were in a shocking place, and still in a shocking place, just their presence was like a river. It was like a river that really come down, and you could feel the love, the sympathy, and just about the warmth, and so on. So there were nothing that wasn't there to give us that kind of support. All the support from the community was there. It was very much there. It could be felt. It could be touched. I am feeling, good enough to keep going. But I think wisdom is the principal thing. And I think that I have been driving people sitting around the steering wheel for over 26 years, right here at one place, driving people through their difficulties and so on. I believe the time has come for me to now sit in the passenger's seat and allow somebody to drive me for a period. But I know that if I am going to bounce back within a considerable time, I will have to manage myself. And in managing myself, I'm also managing the family, managing the church family. It is not easy. Tavaris and Tavaughn, if I tell you something, those two boys, they are so amazing, which you would have heard alluded from our facilitator. Tavaris would have ensured that in the morning before I leave for church, he would come to the room and examine me to ensure that I am not mismatched, that my tie fits my suit and everything. And if he happens to leave before me, because he is one of those persons who would have been here on time to get the system up and for online worship and all of that, and been the Sunday school suit and so on. So there are times when he would have left me. But once I get here, get in the office, he's coming to the office to look, or I'm looking. And if I'm not properly attired, he's going to drive back home to get what he thinks I need to look appropriate. If I'm going on the street, he looked at me and said, "Daddy, this can't wear to this. This you can't leave the house like this." And he would run upstairs, get one of his shirt or sneakers, and he would give it to me. Both of them, they are so protective. They are just smart and amazing. And permit me to say something about the both of them. They both represents the embodiment of what is good, what is fine, what is righteous, and what is admirable. There are multiple talented kids, young and gifted. They are the ones who brought the both of us into the 21st century technology, the both of them. They both were football addicts. They love that. But they don't challenge each other. If Tavaris is on a side, Tavaughn had to be on that side, for he doesn't challenge his own brother. You would have heard the facilitator says the both of them would have graduated with the same career choice. If Sister Bulgin called the smaller one and said, Tavaughn, please to do this, he said, I have to discuss it with Tavaris. No wonder the both of them went down together. Tavaris is a visionary. A visionary. He's very charismatic, and he has an infectious personality that is drawn by both the young, the middle-aged, and the old. He has a fine presence, quick wit, commanding eloquence, and an enormously persuasive manner. And Tavaughn is very unassuming, amazing, quiet personality, committed, organized, brilliant, generous, and a music expert. Prodigy, in other words, a music prodigy.